Okay, testing, testing, testing. Are we live? This thing is terrifying. It's always terrifying, this thing. I wonder if we're live. Are we live? God knows. Right, let me see. Let me send an invite out. And, oh, 27 viewers. We must be live. Hello, hello. I think the sound okay. Let me check with the Facebook. If I can ever work this thing here. Facebook. Yep, we're live. We're live. Will the live stream be uploaded to YouTube afterwards? Yes, it will, guys. Yes, it will. So if you want to ask your questions, shout out, requests, all the rest of it, it will be in the Facebook group. So just there'll be a pinned post at the top of the group. Right, excuse me 1 second. I'm just going to send an invite out. Make sure, get the invite out. Okay, that's sent. Okay, and away we go. Hello, guys. Wow, 255 viewers, 266. Fantastic. Sorry, excuse me. I need some caffeine. 276 viewers. That's very impressive. Still climbing. Still climbing. I wonder who will be the first guest to arrive. 290 viewers. We're going up. We're going up. Fantastic. So what are we going to discuss today? Well, we're going to discuss 300 viewers. Yay. Sorry, I shouldn't watch that. I'm going to be distracted. We're going to discuss the perfect Rolex. If we could design our perfect Rolex. We're also going to discuss Breitling versus Omega. Why my guests will like one brand more than the other. You could probably guess which one I prefer. Don't get me wrong, I adore both, but there's some specific reasons I like one more than the other. We'll also be discussing, and we'll be taking questions and answers, Q&A from you guys. I'm not exactly sure where to look. I think the camera's up there. Sorry, I'm busy looking. I shouldn't look at myself. Yes, so let's have a look. Let's do some shout outs. Braxton, my good friend Braxton, did I get your letter? Yes, I did. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to reply to you very soon. Very sweet letter. Thank you so much. Forgive me. It's becoming quite tough keeping up with everybody, but you are, top of the list. Let's see if there's any more comments. Shutter 88 Keys says, how can I watch YouTube? Oh, look who it is. The first guest arrived.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How are you doing, man?
How are you, my man? Huh?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Is there any? How's the audio and everything? How does it sound?
You sound good to me. How does it sound for the viewers out there?
Well, from what I can tell, it looks pretty good. Sounds good. Looks good.
Good. I should give a quick introduction to my viewers. If you're not familiar with, should we refer to you as Akuma or Eman or your?
I've thought about it, and both. But just for you, refer to me as Eman. That's perfect.
Okay, Eman it is. Okay.
Yep.
So guys, there'll be a link in the description to your channel.
Cool.
When did you start? You started quite recently, right?
Like 4 months ago. 4 and a half months ago.
Right. Before I forget, I've got to ask you, out of the watches I sent you, which ones you like the most?
Well, the Timex.
Really?
Yeah, the Timex out of all of them.
That's interesting.
It's it's the perfect combination of like inexpensive but yet cool. Actually, I wore it out when I was meeting like a viewer, and he was wearing an Oyster Perpetual, and he was looking at the Timex and was like, "Oh, this is cool."
Nice.
So it's like the perfect kind of like watch guys kind of watch.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And how's the size? Because it's a 34.
Yeah, it's right now I'm wearing a 33, but it's like a little bit bigger, and it's like I got to say, I think 35 might be my size. So it's helping me kind of figure out my size for my watches too. It's nice.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So wristwatch check. What are you wearing?
Little gold long jeans. I don't know what model number it is.
Very nice.
I don't know what model number it is or anything. I just know that it's long jeans, it's Swiss, and it's 14 karat gold. I don't know.
Is it manual wind?
Yeah, the rotor's broken, so you can only manual wind it, but it works and it's accurate. You know, so who cares?
Yeah. Nice. Very nice.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Zin.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, I've put it on a crocodile. Actually, I'm doing a Schwarzkopf. I got the old data bank.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's another one I really like, dude. That data bank's filthy.
Yeah.
My uncle's about the same age as you, and he was like, "Oh, this is super filthy." I remember kids used to have these when I was a kid, so I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Nice. Let me see if there's any shout out. Let's have a look here. Armand says hello from Canada. Hello, Armand there.
Hello.
Dave, this is fantastic. We should do this weekly. We used to do this weekly. It got too a bit stressful. I couldn't find the time to. Look who it is.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Nice glasses.
Believe it or not, I'm so dedicated to you, especially you, Tristano, that I'm in a restaurant right now. Okay. I'm actually waiting for I'm waiting for the 3 people here, and they haven't arrived yet. So I felt like it was appropriate that I actually do this. So,
nice.
So there you
go. Wow. How are you, man?
I'm well. More importantly, how are you guys doing?
Very, very good. Very good. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, Christian, do you know Eman there? Are you aware of his channel?
Fedrico and you two were talking about him in front of me. I had not heard about you before then, but they love you. They love you. I don't have an opinion yet, but they love
you. Flattering, thank you.
Yeah. Tristano, I want to thank you. We reached 10,000 subscribers, and without you and Federico, we both know that was never going to happen anytime soon. So fantastic. I really, 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 really owe you guys the world. I'm serious.
I'm so glad, man. You keep doing that fantastic content, man. It's fantastic. Congrats.
But what are you guys talking about today? What's going on?
Well, the topic for today, actually, I'll ask you quickly. 2 topics. The perfect Rolex. If you could design your own Rolex, what dial?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I don't know the exact answer to it, but I was thinking about how would I do the Explorer 2 if I had my druthers, and I would get rid of the Mercedes hands. I would go back to the original dagger hands that were on it. I would reduce the case size back to 40, and I would slim it out a bunch. I would ditch the ceramic for stainless steel and a smaller bezel. I think it would be a beautiful alternative to a Submariner. I'm really I'm getting kind of like hot thinking about it.
You know exactly what to do, man. Dang, I could have never come up with that.
Whoa. Too funny, guys.
Wow. And what bracelet? Oyster?
I would. You know what? Gut instinct says yes, but imagine how cool a Jubilee would be on that.
Yeah. I gotta agree. Is the Jubilee your favorite?
I love the Oyster, but something about the Jubilee on sports watches like GMTs sometimes it really, really does it for me.
Yeah. Oh, talking of GMT, hold on one second.
How about you, buddy? What would you pick?
I'm not a fan of the. I've only handled the 36 millimeter, and I can't do any bigger, so I'll just.
I don't blame it.
My Rolex Jubilee finally came in for the
GMT. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I was just talking about that, and then you pulled that thing out.
Yeah, it totally transforms the watch.
It looks kind of like it's sporty. It looks good. It looks kind of young. It looks good, dude.
Yeah.
That is so cool, dude. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. And you got that one from Federico, isn't that correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's amazing how it's completely transformed the watch. Yeah. So
as soon as he was crazy enough to let it go, you swiped it up.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wasn't even intending to buy it. I just had to be really quick because I know he's going to change his mind,
Yeah. Oh my God. How is he doing? How is Federico? I haven't talked to him in at least 2 weeks.
He's good. Actually, I haven't talked to him for a few days, but was the last time? Yeah, he was over here recently. We shot a couple of videos. Actually, I think there's another video to come out with that we did together. So
we have to get together and do a video. So maybe
Yes.
next week, next 2 weeks. I don't know what you guys are up to, but I'd
yes,
love to see you
definitely,
both.
definitely.
And we have to,
Oh, by the way,
lunch. We have to have
Friday.
lunch too.
Friday is the patrons get together in Brooklyn. You want to
Get out of town.
Yeah, you want? Are you free? Sorry, late notice. Are you free Friday?
I'm free. I'm free Friday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's do that. If I'm invited, I'll be there. I'll come.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Eman, I
Great.
wish I could. I wish I had a private jet to send you to.
Nah, it's cool, dude.
Where are you?
It's
Where are
cool.
you from, buddy? Where are you
East
from?
Coast is not my style. It's too fast paced, too kind of cold.
Where are you from?
I don't know, man. Just whenever you're trying to just chill, come over here.
Too funny.
Christian asked you where you from.
Seattle. I'm from Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. My dad used to work out in Seattle a lot.
What do you do? Like fisher? Was he a fisherman?
No, he's in pharmaceuticals. So there was a company out there that he worked for. So he says it's a great city. Great city.
It is.
Yeah.
Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Bulova Royal Oak.
Right Ooh, what?
Ooh, very nice.
Wait, whoa. Let me see that bracelet. Oh, it looks good though. Wow.
It does.
It looks.
What's that? What's the size on that one?
So good.
What is that?
This is, I think, it will really, the actual, just the head is like 36.5 millimeters. But, with the bracelet, it wears beautifully. I love this watch. I really, really do. I'll show you.
Is this a new piece? Did you just get this in?
I got this in about 3 or 4 months ago, but it needed a real servicing, so I had to give it a real, like not just a cleaning, I needed a full overhaul. So it took about 3 months to source all the correct parts and everything.
Wow.
But it takes a little longer. It's a little bit more expensive, but we do things right over here at TNH.
I take it you went with an independent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I would imagine AP would
no.
You could buy a Zin with what they charge.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. But that's the word, guys. What else is on the topic for today?
We were going to discuss, because I know you're waiting for your guest, so I'll fast forward.
Yeah,
Omega versus Breitling. I think you're an Omega guy if you had to choose, right?
Yes, but don't underestimate my love for Breitling. I love Breitling. You and Fedrico really have a lot to do with that. I like them. I really do.
Right.
And I picked the Sin over the Navitimer, but vintage Breitling watches are terrific. They really are very cool watches. And compared to old Hoyers and old Rolexes, they're actually relatively affordable.
Yeah, I could see you wearing a Top Time. Definitely.
Oh yeah, that watch is beautiful.
Yeah.
I should buy one and then give you all a couple weeks with it.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, we need to do another watch swap or something.
Oh, for sure.
So
it's so much fun, isn't it?
I've got to give you something modern, something, because
I know you're something really. I want you to push my boundaries of comfort.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I'm intrigued. I'm going to be thinking about that. Yeah.
But what else? How's everyone's house? Everyone's happy? Everyone's doing well?
Yeah. Let's see.
You guys remind me of like how much more I have to learn about watches. Wow.
It's just
hella stuff, man. Wow.
It's just you'll get it. You're passionate. You're just gonna pick up stuff. I mean, you always think that you know less than you do. That's how it is.
Yeah.
No, honestly, coming on here, I was kind of thinking like, am I gonna be able to I don't know. It's just kind of like I wasn't insecure about it, but I was like, you guys know their stuff. I'm gonna learn a ton here.
Yeah, no, it's
kind of
fine.
excited.
I mean, we all start somewhere. We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And you
can't believe how much I learned from Trishana and Fedrico, because they know things that are like our knowledge doesn't really overlap. We all are very different in our study.
Yeah.
So it's very, very cool.
Yeah.
I've been Christian. Have you ever looked at vintage watches, like even dress watches from like other places besides Switzerland?
What was that? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Have you looked at vintage watches from other places besides Switzerland, like besides the classic kind of Swiss brands?
To go with Seiko. So vintage Seiko is an incredible value.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The problem is servicing is very, very expensive. So I've stayed clear. Mostly, I've sold 2 or 3 terrific examples, but mostly I've stayed clear.
Of what Seiko?
I think vintage King Seikos.
Oh yeah. I know a guy who's trying to get a King Seiko right now, actually. So
it's just they're very great watches. They're almost incredible watches, much better than many Rolexes. But the truth is that you have a problem with a date wheel, and this could cost you $400 in 3 months in service.
oh, because there's no parts for them, huh? I bet there is none.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah. But that's it.
I've got to give a quick shout out to Rudy in Paris, my friend Rudy. Hope you're well, my friend. Also, Nigel in the southeast coast of the UK. Hello to him.
Cheers to both of them.
Chris in Myrtle Beach. He says, great channels, all three of you. Fantastic. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, buddy.
Got Christoph in Germany. He says he got into watches because of UTGV. Oh, fantastic. That makes it all worth it. Trust me. That's what it's all about. He's had some internships last year at Glashütte Original and Lange. Wow.
Wow. A bit of a moment of silence here for Mr. Lange, who died this morning, by the way.
Oh wow! I wasn't.
Yeah.
Dear.
Yeah, the co-founder of the relaunch of Lange & Söhne in '94 passed away this morning. I think he was 92 years old.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but you know, let's not mourn. Let's just remember him and buy his watches.
Yeah, yeah. Joshua says, the beloved Spitfire. I presume you mean over there. Yeah. Fantastic. God, you got eyes like a hawk, you guys. Like a hawk. Thank you, Joshua. He's from South Yorkshire. Fantastic. What else? Oh, a few more comments coming in. James says, watching from the UK, he's got his Victorinox Inox. The TGV review helped me to make my mind up.
Cheers
Very
to him.
glad. That's a tough watch. They actually ran that tank. They ran it over with a tank. You know, when they tested that watch.
Did they really? That's really
crush.
Yeah.
Tanks are heavy.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's a serious watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Eman, tell us.
Yep.
Omega versus Breitling. Which?
I haven't handled either.
You haven't handled?
I've never handled a Breitling. I've never handled an Omega, so I don't even want to say anything.
What do you really like? What are you really into, buddy?
Well, lately I've been getting into vintage Soviet stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like Polzhat and Raketa and stuff like that.
Yep, all that stuff. And just kind of been lately looking at dress watches too. Like you're actually the Patek review. That kind of is like, kind of also got me thinking more about the dress watches and all that.
Yeah,
Someone got me a Frederic Constantine quartz that's very, very, very thin, but like kind of elegant. And I was thinking, like, if I was gonna get a mechanical watch that has this kind of style, like, what would I get? So I'm trying to figure that out right now too.
It really depends on your budget. It really, really does. I mean, you can go as low as a Timex Weekender, if quartz. Truthfully, those are have quite refined taste. Or you can go with something that's from Longines, that will cost you under $1,000, especially with a friends and family discount. Oh, are you? Beautiful.
Yeah,
what are you wearing?
I commented on one of your videos, but yeah, I'm wearing a gold Longines right now.
Wow, that is gorgeous.
This has been kind of like permanently lent to me by my uncle EJ. He found it for like $1, and then they just gave it to me, as like a standby.
He's a generous man.
Very, very generous. But I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be my thing. But
that's awesome.
I'm thinking maybe vintage stuff for real.
Yeah.
I want something with like kind of like a really cool history to it.
Yeah.
Like maybe like during World War II, I was looking at Seiko, like World War II Seiko watches, and I couldn't find any information about any of them. They're super duper like. I looked at all of Seiko's books, and they just don't like talking about World War II. Like they don't like talking about that era for them. So if I could find them.
Yeah, sure.
If anyone knows any information, any viewers, like shoot my way.
Yeah. It's an interesting point in watch history, truthfully. I think that Ralph Lauren, on Instagram, there was a photo posted of Ralph Lauren's wrist last week, and he was wearing, I think it was a it's a Nazi watch, frankly.
What? Really?
Yeah, but, that's it. They're very popular watches. I mean, they're worth more than they cost, but they're still expensive, and they're very, very historically relevant and important.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to go. My guest just came.
Oh,
but I'm gonna leave you with this question. I want you both to debate the ceramic Royal Oak for the next 10 minutes. All right.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good meal.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.
Peace. Too bad I've never handled one.
ceramic. What was that? The ceramic.
Ceramic Submariner. Yeah.
Did you say Submariner?
Wait, did he say Submariner? I'm pretty sure he said Submariner. What did he say?
Oh, someone would have.
I thought he said ceramic.
Someone would have called it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating almonds. I need to have a snack.
Cool, man. Almonds are the best nuts around besides walnuts. You know.
Yeah.
I'm a walnut kind of person.
I'm addicted to cashews. I have to stop buying them as soon as I eat the whole bag. Yeah.
Go to Costco. I don't even know if they have Costco in New York, but yeah.
They do. All right, there's one over here. Right, let's have a look at the. Oh, there's somebody. Nico said, "What about the Benrus military?" It was in Bullet.
What is it?
I think Benrus, yeah.
Belarus.
It's like a field watch. Steve McQueen wore it in Bullet.
Ooh, I'm gonna write this down. What's the name of it?
Benrus, BENRUS.
All right.
And just look for Bullet. So or search Benrus and then Steve McQueen, or Benrus Bullet, but it's spelled BULLITT.
Oh, that is that's a nice piece. Very, very nice. It's a beautiful field watch.
I almost bid on one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man. I could have. Why field? Do you have a field watch right now in your collection? Actually,
I don't. It's the last field watch I had was the Khaki King, the Hamilton Khaki King, and I should have reviewed it, but I featured it briefly in a EDC video. And then this was way back when I first started it. Way back, it's like 2 years ago. But when I first started the channel, and I'm kicking myself because I should have reviewed it. It was a great watch.
The one watch that I haven't reviewed.
Sorry,
I have the Khaki King. Is that the one where it's kind of? Is it like a little? It's not the 38. It's a little bit bigger, kind of like a.
It's got the day and the date. It's got the day at the top. Yeah. That's filthy. Nice. Would you consider an alpinist a field watch, or is that something different? Yeah, I think so. It's definitely well, it was designed for mountaineering, wasn't it? It's a very specific watch.
Is field watch more like military? Like field watch?
I don't know if it's military, but I mean it would be perfect for that because it has the little compass, the inner rotating bezel, and
shock resistance as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting watch, the Alchemist, because has quite a long lineage. I mean, there was a fantastic time scale of like all the alchemists. I didn't know that it went back so many generations. This is another watch from Seiko that doesn't. I consider.
Oh, you look at it and it's just like, whoa! Like you can pick up hella vintage stuff for this. I was looking at black versions. They have white versions, ton of different stuff.
I tried to get the black one, and I couldn't find it anywhere because I like the green, but it just I don't know. I think green for me, it just doesn't. It's not a color that works for me. It's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. It's very difficult sending that one back.
Oh,
look who it is,
Matt.
Can you hear us? Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yep. I can hear you. Yep.
Matt, how are you? I can hear. Oh, you went for a second. Where is he? Is he there?
I can't see him. I am.
I'm good, T. How are you?
There we go.
I'm very well, thank you.
Hello.
Unexpected surprise.
Hey, how you doing? It's good to be here.
Quick wristwatch check. There's a bit of delay there, I think.
There we go.
Yeah, there is.
There we go.
Oh,
the Tudor, the Pelagos, looking good.
Very nice. It's a left-hand drive, right?
Yeah, it's the left-hand drive. My latest watch, love. It's going to be for a while.
It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
That's clean. Nice, good taste.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, how are you?
Hey, I'm really well. I'm joining in just for a short while to say hi As you know, I get up early in the mornings.
Of course.
Strange, there's a real delay. This is my first time on here.
Right. Well, you can see you. We can see you.
Yeah, I can see you guys as well.
Yeah.
I see Christian just joined in mid-meal.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. He does that a lot. Last time he was at a restaurant as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I don't know if that's considered good manners to have your phone Google hanging out at the table, but you know what?
Actually, I think he was waiting for his guests to arrive. So
Yeah. Well, why not? You know, grab every moment. When you're a YouTuber, you've got to do it.
exactly. So what have you been up to? Working?
Yeah, plenty of work. Looking forward to the weekend. Is it the weekend tomorrow?
No, it's
No, it's Tuesday. Or
yeah.
maybe Wednesday where you're at. Who knows? Where are you at, dude?
I'm in the UK.
Where in the UK?
So right down on the southeast coast.
Ooh, so is that like Wessex? Is that Wessex?
It's Sussex.
No. Sussex. Okay. Essex.
So I literally live about 5 minutes drive from the coast. I live in a place.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's near Brighton. It's 50 miles south of London.
Oh, okay.
And how's the weather?
It's drizzly and cold, but probably not cold by your standards.
No, dude, it's cold and drizzly here too. That's why same weather, dude.
Oh, I love that weather. That's my dream weather. Before you go, because I know you're not going to be. You got to get to sleep. Your dream Rolex. If you had to design your perfect Rolex, what would you want?
You know what? The sub non-date, which I had, the later version of it,
Ceramic?
was the one before that. So okay,
Right.
not the 2-line one, the one with the 5 lines, I think, with the engraved Reholt, but not the ceramic and not the bigger case and with a lug change. You know the one. It's 2008. That was probably my perfect Rolex, but then the ceramic version came out of the non-date. I'm a great one for the non-date. I don't like the Cyclops. I mean, I like it, but I'd prefer the without.
Yeah.
So I don't think I could improve upon that. Maybe I'd put a little bit of red lettering on it. Maybe a roulette red and black date, like on my.
Oh yeah. I was watching a video. I think Dave from Geekonoids. He was talking about that particular watch. And what's the use of the roulette? The different colors.
So the odd numbers is in black and red is in even numbers are in red.
Okay, interesting.
And
do you know why they did that?
I do you know what? I don't. But I just love. I'm a sucker for small details, and it's just that the Pelagos in red and the beige loom and the left hand, just small details which made it even better than the Pelagos I had before. You know.
Which one did you have before?
The black one.
Was it the in-house or the in-house?
Yeah.
Right.
And then the day, the morning Tudor released it, I was in having coffee with a director of a Rolex AD in my hometown, which has been around since the 1900s. It's a very prestigious, historic company, and it's actually being run by a great grandson of the original owner.
That's crazy.
That's so
and he had a kind of he gave me a heads up on this watch coming out. He didn't know exactly what it was, but he knew a few details, and he told me about it. And it was that morning it was out. Well, that morning I went to see it in another AD, and where I got my other Pelagos, and they had one in there, and it was numbered 298 because they're all numbered on the back. And that day I sold my black Pelagos, phoned up the AD, who phoned up Tudor and got me a special order the next day, and I got it the next day.
Wow, nice, nice, nice. So, what's in your collection right now, apart from the Pelagos?
You know what? I've decided I'm a 1 or a 2 watch man.
What?
Oh,
What'd you
really?
sell? What'd you sell?
You know what? I had the Seiko Marine Master MM300.
Nice, nice.
I've had the Rolex non-date, the Seamaster 300. Oh my goodness, I've had a lot of watches.
But you found the one dive watch for you then, huh? Good
Yeah,
stuff.
this is the one watch for me. And actually, I've just bought a watch, another lefty, off a member in the Urban Gentry Club tonight.
Right,
actually,
right.
And it is?
and
What's the watch?
it's the Citizen ProMaster lefty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Which I love.
Yeah.
So that's going to replace my current work watch, which is this. I don't know if you can see that.
Is that Seiko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas.
Oh, guarda
Sports.
chi è.
Federico.
Who we got on today with us?
What up,
We got
Fed?
the deputy governor there. Is that Seiko?
Oh, is that Jacko?
Yeah.
Hey, Feds.
Oh, hey, man.
How you doing?
And Akuma, how you doing, man?
What's up,
Yeah.
Fed?
So how's
That
it going,
explosive
guys?
stuff,
I just
man.
got home.
This could be the dream team.
Yeah.
Need one more player, though.
Dude, absolutely. How you guys all doing?
Good.
How are
Yeah,
you,
good.
Federico?
Good. I was running around. I had a few appointments today, so I was all like suited up.
Yeah.
I just got home and like stripped off the working man's clothes, and I'm like chilling out. I'm so happy to be home.
Nice, nice, nice. So before we get into this,
Yeah.
wristwatch check.
Oh my god. I actually just took my watch off.
Right, get off. Like, it's kicking off.
Federico, what are you doing here? What are you doing here with no watch on?
I'll grab the closest watch to me.
Okay.
The Speedmaster.
Yeah,
Nice.
classic.
Okay. Well, you've really been wearing that a lot.
Well, I didn't wear it today. Technically, I wore the IWC today because I was like all fancy.
Suited up. Yeah. Suited
What
and
about you
booted.
fellas?
Well, go on.
I'm wearing the long jeans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Matthew, is he still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Didn't expect anything else.
I got the. I've still got the Zin on. I've put it
I'm
on
gonna
a crocodile.
I'm gonna get one of those too.
Yeah. But
I
hold
really
on,
love 'em.
you're a 2-watch guy. I thought you were
I
2-watch
know
guy.
something's gonna have to go. Not the Tudor.
No, but that Sin 104 is for the money, man, it's really special. It's like
Yeah, it is.
the movement is nothing super fancy, but it's made so well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm very, very happy with it. Very happy. I wanted to ask, Matthew, if you're a 2-watch guy, how do you resist? I mean, I don't know how you do
Good
it.
question.
Well, to cut a long story short, years and years ago, I had the Rolex no date, and that was my grail watch. I wanted it for 30 years. I'd saved and saved and saved and bought it, and events changed and I had to sell it, and it was a huge deal for me to sell it. I made quite a bit of money on it. I wore it for a few years and I made good money on it, but it went to pay off some debt.
Right.
And then since then, every watch I've bought hasn't measured up to it. But
Wow,
the closest
that's an interesting.
it is the closest I came to it was the Seiko Marine Master, which is a
What
different
about
watch.
the Tudor? What does a Tudor reach that expectation?
Yeah. That, I'm just getting to that, Feds. Just hold on, Feds.
Okay. No, I was like, oh my god.
So the when I bought my black Pelagos, that hit the spot. I genuinely thought, okay, I'm over Rolex now. This is the watch for me. And then they bought the left-hand drive of it, and that I now feel I'm not searching for another permanent watch to keep.
That's cool, man.
That's interesting.
That's a good story.
I feel content.
So you're a
You know?
diver watch guy.
Wow.
You're just Diver watch guy.
So are you finished? Are you finished buying watches? Besides the, are you done?
No, I will. You know, I've always got one for work, and that could change. And I might, if I can afford it soon, buy another kind of what I would say is a more expensive watch. And I don't know what that is. There's a few, but the Zin, one that T's got has been, you know how watches shout at you.
Yeah.
Like the Pelagos, every time I walk past the AD, it was shouting at me walking by, telling me to buy it.
Right.
Now, I've only seen the Sin once in real life, but it was instant love at first sight, like the Pelagos. And one day.
Yeah. So what's interesting about the Zin is that it's an aviation watch, even though it is like a diver, 200 meters. Does that change anything for you, or?
No, it doesn't. And I really like the look of it, but there's the U3 and the U1 or the UZ3. There's about three that grab my attention from them. And one of them's a lefty.
Right. Of course. What is it with the lefty watches?
Well, I've had 8 surgeries on my
yes,
left
of course.
wrist.
Right.
I don't know whether you can pick up the scar there.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
So whilst I can wear a watch with a crown there, it does. If it does dig in, it is it's sensitive. So the lefty takes that away, and I just like it because it's different.
Yeah.
You know, another brand that does a lot of lefties, and actually the only brand that I know that consistently has left-handed watches in their collection is Panerai.
Really?
They make the Destros because, you know, some people just can't wear that crown guard.
Yeah.
And actually those on the collector's market fetch a pretty penny.
Nico Benedetti says, do you ever organize meetups in NYC? Yes, we do. In fact, there's one coming up Friday. It's at the moment, it's just for the patrons, but if you want to attend, it's very easy to join the patrons. You just send me an email and you'll get a response and with the how to join. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. TGV, how come you never did a Rolex deep sea review? We nearly did. We were supposed to do one, and then
we were close.
Yeah, and then we had a scheduling conflict. But it will happen. It will happen. Actually, somebody just offered to lend one in, so it's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen. Nigel just posted a really nice picture of a Christopher Ward. It says they're on half price.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, he got his half price. They always have a sale. It's like constant. It's always a sale at Christopher Ward.
That is like one of the things that confuses me a little bit about the brand. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with half-price watches. That's awesome, right? I mean, everybody loves half-price. But one day they're making like luxury pieces with quote-unquote in-house movements, trying to compete with the big boys.
Yeah.
And then the next day they're having 50% off sales.
Oh yeah. I could see that kind of hurts. That would hurt their brand a lot. Just like, oh, we're making these amazing watches, now we're selling them for half the price. Like something's got to be not okay there.
So like I'm trying to figure out like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to go the Seiko route and sell a ton of watches? And if that's what you're trying to do, that's okay. Or are you trying to like build this luxury British watchmaking brand?
Yeah.
Maybe in between. I think I'm trying to do that. Maybe
they should do what Seiko does and have like a sub brand that just does the luxury, and then they can have the regular Christopher. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling but that's what I would do, because then you do one thing with one, and then the luxury.
All it tells me is that they're not worth how much they're asking for in the first place. If you're slashing prices, all they care about is selling a watch, selling units, making a buck.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, we're watch lovers, so who's going to complain at 50% off?
No,
Federico, can I ask you today's question?
Yeah, shoot.
Today's two questions. If you had to design your own Rolex, and you can pick, you know, you can pick a case here, dial here, whatever you want, what would it be?
It would be a Daytona with a rotating bezel. It'd be like a Daytona made love to a Submariner and they had a baby.
Very interesting.
Oh my gosh.
And actually, the only way you can, like, that used to be a pretty popular model of watch. Zen makes something like that, but actually Zenith, with their Rainbow collection, they actually make like diving chronographs.
Chronographs, yeah. So you'd have a countdown bezel, and you take the tetrametric away because you wouldn't need it on the rotate. You have a countdown bezel.
I do, yeah. Countdown bezel, white dial, black bezel, maybe like 1 millimeter bigger.
What about the bracelet? Jubilee?
As much as I like that, I think for it to be like a true diver's Daytona, it'd have to be an oyster bracelet without the polished mid links.
Right. Yeah, very tooly. Yeah. The glide lock as well.
Clean.
Sorry?
T.
Yeah, tell me.
It's me. Can I just say hello to Nigel, who's just said hello to me on there, and also address, someone's asked you why you have never done a Rolex deep sea review. So can I just say that when you next come to the UK, we need to get together, because I can provide that watch and many others for you to do. So we need to get together, maybe do a day's shooting or whatever.
Yeah.
Give me some notice. I'll book a day off or whatever, and we'll get together and get a
I've got to meet you anyway. I've got to shake your hand and thank you for you know, all the hard work you put in, because the group wouldn't be anything without you. You are the group, you know.
I don't know about that.
No, seriously, you hold it together. I never forget when I was in hospital. I couldn't run it. You know, I was in the ICU and you took over, and I didn't really know you, and you know, I had to take a bit of a gamble, and you took control of everything, and outstanding, you know. So definitely.
Well, I appreciate your words, and it's very kind of you. It's something that I obviously enjoy. It's a passion of mine. I enjoy your content, and through your content, I've obviously seen other people's contents. You know, Federico, you know, his videos are so different to yours, but I really enjoy them. The young man who's sitting there with the lovely smile as well, his videos are great. You know, let's encourage. I know, Tristano, how you love to encourage, you know, new people coming into this. I made a few videos. People have seen them. They're very amateurish. I made a joke about it on one of them, saying, blimey, this YouTubing video business isn't as easy as it seems, and it really isn't. So all the people, all the haters who constantly drone on and on and on, you know, just remind them, go and try it for yourself, because it isn't as easy. You know, I've got a lot of admiration for anyone who puts himself out there. It isn't easy. It really isn't. And to get the results and to get the effects and everything that you guys are getting, you know, it takes persistence, it takes tenacity, and it takes a set of balls. And you know, for that, I salute you all, and I'm absolutely pleased to be involved in it. And you know, I'm glad that I've got your trust, and I look forward to meeting you one day, definitely.
Thank you, Matthew. I'm rather speechless. I don't know what to say, but thank you very much, man. Thank you.
The beautiful thing is for every one mean comment, there's 100 good ones.
Oh
yeah,
so true.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's got to bring a smile on your face when people write, you know, wow, you showed me this new watch, or when people ask your opinion on something, it's like, wow, people actually care, like what I think.
Someone asked me about what my thoughts about Dan Henry. I was just like, what's this? And I looked it up, like, whoa, you know. So it's a blessing.
Yeah, they've been popping up a lot. I know next to nothing. Is this a new brand?
It's like it's a newer thing. They kind of turn vintage watches into like take the vintage aesthetic and then turn it into like a modern watch, increase the size, stuff like that.
They're popping up for a reason. They're
They
offering.
Sorry.
I was saying they're popping up for a reason. They're offering free watches. I mean, they offered me. They're like, "Can you review a watch? We'll give you one for free."
What?
And I'm like, I'll pass. Well, it's not for me. But I'm saying they're a good-looking watch, but they're actively like attacking the YouTube market.
Interesting. Yeah, the designs, they don't seem, they're quite tastefully done from the ones I saw.
Listen, they're good-looking watches. They use like mecha quartz movements. Nothing wrong with them. It's just I don't need are they cool? Sure, but I just don't need another cool. I mean, I want to add to my collection something I actually want. Like,
I was like, instead of like, you could take that same money and actually get something vintage from that time period.
Oh yeah,
you just gotta know your stuff. You know,
very good point.
Really cool.
Very good actually, point. Akuma, you've got some pretty fly vintage. It looks like in your collection.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got like that Longines. I saw an old school Seiko in there.
What?
I saw. Don't you have an old school Seiko as well?
No, TGV let me that one. The blue one. The blue one.
Yeah.
TGV. Okay, the Casio, the Databank, the Seiko, the Timex, and last but not least, the Flightmaster. Yeah. Plugged. Thank you. By the way, I'll put that Christmas card when I send you back the watches.
Okay.
Save on postage.
I just got to give a quick shout out to my friend Stefan in Belgium. He just says, "What do you think about the Piaget Polo S? I tried today, and it's a nice watch for the money in front of Holy Grail watches." Yeah, we talked about that the other day. I really like it. I wasn't mad about it at first, but every time I look at it, I like it more and more. It's got some really subtle. You know what I like? I like the dial, and I like how it's like, it's not oval shaped. The inner circle, it's like it's almost got sides. Yeah, it's subtle. It takes a while to appreciate, but I really like it. I'm gonna definitely try one. So Stefan, my good friend there. Who else? Let's have a look. Oh, my good friend John. Enjoying the show. Thank you, John. I don't know if your plane is not on display. Actually, you can see it. It's just there. There you go, John. That's the plane he sent me.
By the way, in case anybody's wondering, TGV's war room is like the ultimate man cave. Like, just like playing with like toy airplanes all day.
Yeah. we gotta set up a proper studio one day, you know, where we can have like where we can film and do everything, like rent an industrial space here next to the water or something, you know.
Oh man, that'd be heaven.
Yeah.
Well, I'm coming to you live from my super king size bed right now. And you know what I'm saying, it's 6'6" long, 6 foot across, and it's the only bed that my feet don't dangle off the end, so it's all good, you know.
I forgot you're a big chap. You're a very big chap.
6'3".
6'3".
Whoa, man.
Yeah, it's quite tall, and it's nice to have warm feet in this bed. It's good, and you know, my wife and I, we spent the first many years of our relationship in a standard double bed, and I don't know how we managed it. We got this bed when we bought our first house, and you can literally, I've got 2 children, all 4 of us can be in the bed and comfortable. It's just fantastic.
Right.
The funny thing is, I can't sleep if my feet aren't dangling off the edge of the bed.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's the same way.
Feds, how tall are you?
My feet are cold.
How tall are you, Feds?
I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'11", maybe.
Oh, that's fairly tall.
I'm like standard. A little.
Yeah.
But what I lack in height, I make up for in width.
Okay. Hey man, that's the beauty of life. We all come in different shapes and sizes, you know. It's you know what? I'm like a racing whippet, so I'm the opposite.
Right.
Oh man, we gotta
I must be a Jack Russell then. Yeah.
I'm a Chihuahua.
T.
Yeah.
I've got to the point now. It's funny. This is the first time we've actually spoken
properly
like this on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got to the point now when I watch your videos that I'm already starting to cry with laughter when you do an unboxing, because the excitement that comes across, it just reminds me of me when I open a new watch. The way you say, "Oh, look at that bezel! Oh, it's just I'm already crying when you start the video. It's just brilliant, and to be able to do that and keep doing that and keep people's interest, that's the trick, you know. It's like you're like EastEnders in the UK. You're just part of the everyday week now for a lot of people, you know. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because people just feel relaxed about it. They kind of know, you know, what you do and how you do it, and it's good. It's really good. Well done.
Well, thank you.
Funny thing is, Jacko, he actually, even when he's not on camera, he sounds just like that, even when you're just talking to him. He makes noises when he like touches watches. He's like, "Oh my god!" He like talks to himself.
He's a Brit, so he sounds a bit like me, really.
I got a question from a viewer here, from Logan Hickman, and I'm going to give this question to you guys. What are your thoughts on the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage? That's like the one on the Milanese bracelet. You know, that vintage-looking diver.
It's not the one I reviewed?
I think you did review it. No, not the one you reviewed. It's the new version. It looks like a Submariner, but on a Milanese bracelet.
I'm gonna have to have a look.
As soon as you see it, you'll know exactly what it is. Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, I was going to mention talk about this tonight. Omega versus Breitling. Yeah, and this kind of is a good segue into that, because I personally I think Breitling's a little underrated.
Hugely underrated.
Yeah, and I think watches like the Super Ocean just demonstrate, you know, how underrated they are, and I think the quality is a little bit better than Omega.
How does the Breitling how does the Super Ocean compare to the Seamaster? Like, they're very, very different, yeah. But like, I'm just mean like quality wise. What about the bracelet? How is the finishing?
In my humble opinion, Breitling is a two-tiered brand. They make like things like under $5,000, and they make like in-house things above $5,000, like the B01, the Transocean.
Right.
I think the high end is killer.
Yeah.
I mean, the B01 chronograph, like it's like the chronomat, right? 500-meter water resistant, vertical clutch chrono with a long power reserve, completely in-house. You know, technically it has better stats than the Daytona. And then you have things like the Super Ocean Heritage, like Akuma, you know, was just talking about. That's like the standard ETA stuff. That's finished well, but simply. So in conclusion, I think Omega makes better watches on the lower end than Breitling, but I think Breitling makes massively better watches than most people in the high end.
So if you had to choose between, if you had to go Breitling or Omega, which would you go?
Oh man, I'd probably go Omega just because they speak to me more.
Yep. Me too. I'd go Omega. Good stuff.
But if I had to go off statistics, like off like specifications and like how a watch is made and yada yada, I'd probably go Breitling.
What about you, Matthew? Have you owned a Breitling or Omega?
No, I haven't actually. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on my Samsung S7 and I've just lost it off the screen, but you're still there, but I can't find the actual screen. But anyway, no, I've never owned a Breitling. I do like them. They're quite magnificent and kind of quite elaborate in there. I love the case backs and stuff. I might own one day. It's not on the top of my list. I admire them greatly though.
Yeah, I personally, I would choose Breitling. I just think they have I find them more exciting. Also, that I know this sounds very kind of trivial, but I think they have the coolest logo for a brand. You know, that ring logo does it for me. You know, and the image they have. Also, they're still independent as of right now. I know. Yeah. Are they? What happened to the negotiation? Fedrico, tell us, because you're the industry guy.
There's rumors. No one actually knows.
Yeah.
Just like when Harry Winston was sold to Swatch Group about 2 years ago, everybody kind of thought they knew who was going to buy it, but no one actually knew until the next morning. So no one actually knows who's buying Breitling. I have my theories. But no one actually. They're trying to be sold. They're not doing financially very well, so they're up for sale.
Really, even though they're like what, the third biggest third selling luxury brand or something, aren't they?
Yeah, but you have to think of it this way. Right now, we're in like the worst period commercially in the watch market since the 70s.
So even number 3 is is cutting it.
Well, here's the thing. Number 1 is Rolex, and they're Rolex.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Omega. They're owned by Swatch Group. Number 3, Breitling, Cartier, and a bunch of others are Richemont Group.
Right.
Richemont has like $8 billion in cash reserves.
Yeah.
As a company. So, like, if things don't go well...
So Breitling's on their own. They haven't got that.
Breitling's solo. Like, they're not... You know, they don't have cash reserves. Richemont, they'll just wait it out. 10 years, wait until everybody dies. You know, like a cockroach.
Wow.
But yeah, it's hard when you're an independent watchmaker, and commercially, I think they've done some really stupid things.
Do tell.
Well, first of all, this is the U.S. market, so I don't know if the same is the same in the U.K. If it is, let me know, Jacko. But firstly, they're opening a ton of stores. So you can buy Breitling in the highest end jeweler, like Wimpy, or you can go to Macy's, which is the equivalent of like a pseudo low-end kind of luxury store, and buy Breitlings right next to the Movados. So that's the first thing. So like instead of being luxurious and holding up their...
To go back to what you were saying earlier, this is the lower end of the Breitling, not the...
No, they sell everything.
Everything?
Yeah, you can go buy a $15,000 watch from Macy's right now.
What?
Right.
Yeah, Breitling.
Wow. I gotta stop by Macy's and check them out then.
I haven't been in Macy's for about 2 years.
Is this specific Macy's, or could I just go to the mall up the street and they're going to be selling Breitling?
Well, it's only like the higher end Macy's, like the more popular Macy's. So like New York, I'm sure there's one in LA. And then apart from that, Breitling has also opened a Breitling outlet store in Connecticut.
Oh, right.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You can go buy like all their discontinued models for like 40-50 off.
I need to add a UK.
That has to hurt their brand.
Yeah, let's hear this. Yeah.
So I always mark if a brand in my mind is going downhill a bit, then it'll end up in a store called TK Maxx that we have, which I love. Now I've got to be honest about this. Recently, in the TK Maxx store that I go to, there's in the watch department they've had. I saw in there today Eterna, which I love some of their watches.
Wow.
Federica Constant.
Right.
What is it?
Yeah, Federico Constant. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some of those in there. They had they had an Alpina in there today.
Wow.
And I think the brand that brought this to my attention years and years ago, when it blew up over here, was Evisu. You know, the denim brand.
Oh yeah, the hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the V, it's
For
a
a while.
Japanese.
With the squiggle on the butt.
Yeah, it's like a V.
Right. Right.
Now that when it came out, the jeans were like, I don't know, £100 British pounds upwards, and they were quite out there. And then over the years, they kind of became more common. And then I remember going into TK Maxx and seeing a pair in there, and that was it for me. It was over.
Right.
Same thing in watches.
Oh, well, I hope I really like Breitling.
I haven't seen them in TK Maxx, T.
Oh, okay, good.
No. I don't think Breitling's anywhere near that. And for me, in the shopping centre where the AD is, I bought Tudor from. There's another shop, a family jewellers, who actually had Tudor before, but then got rid of them. But they've got a huge Breitling window, and opposite it a tag window. And they've got a huge range of Breitlings in there. It's not a particularly prestigious store, but it's quite nice. But that's the only shop apart from Watches of Switzerland, which is part of the AD that I bought my Tudor from, which is Goldsmiths. They've got
Sweden.
I remember you saying they've just got. I was stood outside there looking in there, as I often do, and the guy actually came out and quite not aggressively but quite assertively approached me and asked me if I'd seen the Hublot watches, and started telling me about what great watches they were, and I was looking thinking, well, I could see one there that's 15 grand. I have,
wow,
they're not my cup of tea. They're not my cup of tea at all. But he was really giving it the hard sell and said, "Oh, we've just got them in, and we can do some discounts." And anyway, I had to get to work.
He offered you a discount right off the bat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my favorite. When I was a salesman, they'd go to let's say you walk in, you point to the crappiest watch in the store. I won't say a brand, but let's say
yeah, please don't.
you just point to one. And in my mind, I'm like, I'll give you 30, I can give you 30% on that. They're like, oh, what can you do for me? I'd be like, absolutely nothing. This is you have to fight for the discount. I'm not just gonna give it to you.
Fedrico, I wanted to ask you, when you buy in an AD, is it still preferable if you turn up with cash?
No.
Is there a reason?
Yeah, well, okay, if you go gray market, cash makes all the difference.
Right.
Because they're working on thinner margins, and honestly, let's be honest, people don't like to pay taxes, so cash does that. And AD
I got something for you. Read this book, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, dude, I've been learning about those discounting tactics and stuff, dude. How to actually sell stuff to people. Nice. I bet you learned. You probably know all this stuff from experience, dude.
Well, listen. I mean, I'll give a discount. You just got to work for it. You can't just expect me to milk it out right there.
I like to build up a relationship with a shop first, and as much as I like to be romanced into buying something like an expensive watch, I like to romance them into doing me a deal as well. I don't think it's good form to just storm into a shop and start talking about discounts straight away. You build up a relationship. The manager of this AD I bought my Tudors from, I consider him a friend now. Every time I walk past the damn shop, I have to go in there and have a look at more watches and stuff. And he's a great guy. He got me a Tudor book for Christmas. This huge hard-backed book with the history of Tudor watches going back to the to the 60s and up to the present day, and it's a really plush book, and he got that sent to me from Tudor as a gift.
I was meaning to ask, where did you get your Tudor cap?
Well, I've got two. I did have. I got one given to me as a gift from someone I'll tell you in an email, T.
Right.
and the other one the manager gave to me as a gift from the AD.
And T, Jacko brings out a great point. Great point. People always ask me, like, how do I negotiate? What type of discount can I get? And the truth is, the only time, I mean, you can always negotiate, but the time you get really good prices is when you do something like Matt was talking about, and you build a relationship.
Definitely.
You know, after 2 sales, I mean, yeah, you might get 5% here, 10% there. But after you're friends, you know, you stop in, you chat, you know, a couple years of knowing each other, that's when the pricing really becomes beneficial.
I mean, I draw the line at, you know, I wouldn't sleep for him, for example, unless, well, I don't know if, you know, maybe if the discount was really good, but, you know, building up a relationship, yeah, it's really important.
No, absolutely. And more important than the discount, more important than that, like right now as SIHH, all these great watches are coming out. In fact, Jaeger-LeCoultre just came out with the most beautiful chronograph I've seen in like a decade. And I can tell you, if you want to get that watch, you can't just walk into a store and ask for it.
Yeah.
You better know somebody.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Lewis, our good friend Lewis there. He says, what do you guys think of the Cartier Drive from SIHH? I haven't actually seen it. What's the difference between this new?
They made it ultra thin.
Oh, really? Ooh, yeah. I do like the Drive, the previous one.
Yeah, it's I like it.
It reminds me of your little rotary. But actually, you know what the funny thing is? I'd choose I'd take you if you ever sell that piece. I know you wouldn't, but
Never.
Yeah, I got dibs if you change your mind.
No, the Drive is cool. I prefer the case on the original because it was copied from a Piaget Imperador.
Ah, right.
You know, Piaget and Cartier are the same company.
Right, fair enough. Let's see if we've got any other. Nigel just posted a picture of his Breitling. He picked up, this is a used 40mm Colt GMT 500 meter for £1,000. That's
great.
That's really, yeah. Oh yeah, God, I really don't want to. The one that I just unboxed, I really like it. Oh, here we are, Nick. Thank you, Nick. He just posted the Jaeger-LeCoultre there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that is stunning.
Yeah, it's like one of the most beautiful chronographs. It's honestly, it's more beautiful than the Patek 5070, in my opinion.
God, I hope they didn't. They kept it 38, or you know, they didn't go.
It's gonna be 40. I'm pretty sure.
40's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh my God! Look at the world timer posted by Nick right next to the chrono. That's even better, almost.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Is that the world timer?
That's well.
I see the cities at the bottom. It's got a little cutout for the. Oh, very cool. I didn't even notice that.
It's
very
called
slick.
Master Geographic.
Very nice. Salvador, hello, Salvador, our good friend Salvador.
Mr. Cardona.
Stefan said he liked the Cartier Ballon Bleu. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Kyle says, I'm 16 years old. I have a small collection, an Orient Ray 2, a Seiko Saab 035. I'm a 2-watch guy, so I was thinking of selling my Orient Ray 2 and buying a Steinhardt Ocean. No, stick with the Orient.
Tell us how you really feel, T.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the Orient's more original. It's. I would take the Orient. I'm sorry. I think it's more original. I think it's a great watch. Also, the Steinhardts, they're what, 42. You're gonna, if you got the wrist for it, then fine. You know.
Listen, Steinhardt. The watch I really like from Steinhardt, and everybody knows I'm not a huge Steinhardt fan, but you know,
really?
everybody knows. But I love the titanium. with like.
Oh, the one our good friend Jeremy has.
Yeah, that one is killer. That's a cool watch.
Yeah, I like that one too. That was a little bit more original. I thought they were going to go in a new direction after that watch. That got me excited, and then they went back to doing the homage.
Money.
Yeah, I guess it's a shame. I thought it was a new direction for Steinhardt. I thought it was, it was original, but yet it's still faithful to, that has that Submariner feel. But it was
it has the feel, but
but it was its own thing, with the what was it, a soul prod movement in there. That little dash of blue. Just Oh well, yeah.
But that's one of those brands, and I could be wrong. I have no evidence, but that Moser was talking about make Swiss made great again, where you can only where the Swiss made law is only 60% of the value of the watch.
Mm.
A lot of these brands, no one in particular, but a lot of these Swiss made brands in this tier of pricing, the only thing Swiss about them is the movement.
Mm.
The cases, the sapphires, the dials, these are all Hong Kong specials.
Yeah.
And that's true, but I'm not saying anyone specifically, but almost everybody in this $700 to $2,000 price range.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole other video in itself. We could debate that until the end of time, really.
Oh, sure. And even more expensive stuff. Omega's been accused of it.
Yeah, Matthew.
Before we get to the end of time, which I hope we don't get. Can I just say I'm going to be signing off, and I'm a little bit shy, so I was a little bit nervous about coming on tonight, but I'm glad I did. It's been really fun. It's nice to be a part of it. It's kind of surreal, really. But you know what? I've got to get my beauty sleep. I need to. My head doesn't look shiny if I don't get enough sleep. And I do need. I'm getting on a bit now. I do need a bit of sleep, but it seriously was a pleasure.
Thank you.
My eye, one of my eyes.
For your kind words, encouraging.
Hey, man, it's nice to see you. We'll talk again. T, one of my eyes will be open, obviously, for some of the night, checking on the group.
Of course.
And at 0600 hours, I shall be on the bus and fully operational. So yeah.
Well, don't be a stranger, Jacko.
Yeah, we'll talk more often. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys. It's really nice to see you all, and all take care of yourselves. Okay.
Sleep well.
Ciao.
Peace.
Ciao.
Cheers. Peace.
Cool. That was
That
special.
surprised me. I wasn't expecting the deputy governor on.
Yeah. That's the first time we've actually talked. So
Really?
we talked on text and emails, but not actually face to face. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta ask our young friend Akuma here.
Yeah.
How did you get into watches?
So I guess the root of it starts from everyone in my family is for example, I got an uncle who's a designer. He's always designing things. He's always teaching me about design. He actually talked to me about Braun when I was 3 years ago, before I even rediscovered them.
Yeah.
So he always teaching me about design.
Yeah.
And I got another uncle who's always hustling, finding cool stuff. Behind me, he has all his kicks and stuff he just likes to find. And then I was just thinking I really want to get into something, and I just decided watches. So I started looking at APs, thinking I'm gonna get an extra thin Royal Oak or something, and then I bought a Orient. What was it? An Orient. Well, not Ray. Orient Mako black with the kind of awkward date pusher thing.
Right.
And that started it all off.
Nice. Do you still have that watch?
No, actually, I gave it to my little brother. It's destroyed. It's so
wow, right.
The lug's breaking. The case is crazy.
Something I noticed.
What's up?
Everybody always starts, like you said, looking at APs or whatever. And then, you know, you usually realize, well, that's a little bit a ways away. So you get something else in the meantime. So what I noticed in my own collecting, because I'm 27 years old. I started working like 9 years ago, is you can get those expensive pieces earlier than you think. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was dreaming about my Panerai, you know, like $8,000 on a watch. When am I ever going to do that? 2.5 years later, I had a Panerai.
Oh man!
Like if you work for it, and you set a goal, and you're responsible, like it's not a pipe dream. Like you could get that Royal Oak.
This is a really good time to I'll do this later, but when when the video is posted, to a link to the that saving money video.
Oh yeah, I watched that. That helped me out.
He's back.
Really, thanks for that video, by the way. So I think somebody actually commented about it in one of my videos too. They're trying to save it for like a Rolex. You know, it's some good tips.
Is that Matt again?
Possible.
It's just me very briefly.
Right.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm going. Don't worry, I'm going. But I should have really. I don't know if they're watching, but can I just say a big thanks to Justin and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Who you know, we're all admins. Obviously, you know, I don't mean to big myself up, but I am the deputy governor, and you know. My troops, Justin, Jeremy, and Feds, and when he's there, all you know, it all helps the machine to run smoothly. They're the oil in the cogs, and so I just wanted to say thanks because we all support each other, and I think you know we're all on the same page a lot of the time.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Here. Well said.
Couldn't meet a bunch of funnier guys.
Yeah.
We've got to meet up. I don't know whether I'm funny, haha, funny peculiar, but one day I'm sure we'll all meet up and work that out.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to. Justin owes me a steak.
Yeah.
And me too. I'll have one.
Yeah.
Right. I'm really going now, right? So, yeah.
Take care,
guys. Enjoy.
Ciao.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah, we really should mention Justin and Jeremy. I mean, yeah.
Oh, dude, those guys, they're just hilarious. Like, even because we have a little thread going where we just chat.
Yeah.
It's all laughs all the time.
Justin has the most acerbic wit. It's like really sharp, and he's so quick. He should be a comedian. I mean, like his little replies, just like dude, boom.
It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, and here's a follow-up question because I asked our friend how he got into watches. T, how did you find his channel? Because I found them.
Yeah, let me know this.
How do I find whose channel?
Akuma's.
I don't know. No, yeah, because he commented on my videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy.
Yeah, because
Wow.
you know, I try and reply to as many people as I can. Yeah. It's getting really difficult now, but I try every time I post a video. I sit there for at least an hour, 2 hours every time, and I just focus on talking and replying to as many people. And Kuma kept popping up, and you must have mentioned or something that you had a channel, and so I went and had a look, and I was hooked because there was one video where you were talking about, because you live in Seattle and it rains a lot, and you were talking about I think it was the Alchemist, and you said how the green dial reminds you of the forest and the kind of the landscape, and then you cut to a shot of rain falling on a street, and I just thought, genius. You were poetic about it, and you had your own style, and that's what I really, really like. It's because you're your own thing, you know.
Because I mean, dude, TGV, you're kind of like you're like the biggest watch guy. You know, you've got a really strong personality, and it sort of rubs off on people when they start to think like you, act like you, just because of like your sheer will of personality.
Correction.
In my head, make sure not to go too far down that way.
Yeah.
Correction. He's the biggest watch channel. I'm the biggest watch guy.
Hey.
Yeah.
What about the? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you emailed me his channel because we both love hip hop, and he was putting crazy music in his videos.
Yeah. Yeah, and you had some really nice beats. Like
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was like Madlib or what's that other guy? Not Mad.
The guy that wears the mask.
Rock? I don't know. I'm just naming people.
Was it CL Smooth?
Huh?
CL Smooth, Pete Rock and CL Smooth?
Yeah, that was a good song. But Pete Rock makes a ton of beats. He passed away, but he makes some good music. Yeah. But the beats I find, I'm just like, I only listen to beats. It's like the only category of music I listen to. So I find some good ones every now and then, and I put them on a video.
Nice. Let's read out some more comments.
Yeah, let's see what the fam is saying.
Yeah. Dan says, I salute you, gents. Fantastic show. I really wanted to get bed early tonight, but then sorry. Then he saw the notification. Well-deserved sleep. Yeah, always a pleasure. Thank you, Dan. Alex, great to see Jacko. Yes, it was, definitely. Oh, what is that? That's a very nice Christopher Ward.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, this is from Simon KH. I apologize if I. It's a 43 millimeter automatic. Very nice dial. That blue is stunning. In-house. Yeah.
I really.
Javier posted. Oh, you classy devil, man! That is a classy watch. It's a vintage 1935 Bulova. Very classy.
Oh, Mads, right above that, posted an urban.
Wow.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Whoa.
They're a tiny little independent watchmaker, kind of like FP Journe, but they don't get the love that Journe gets.
I love the stepped case, that Corvetto stepped case. Feds, I've always been meaning to ask you, what is the significance of the loop when they do hour hands like that? Do you know?
Honestly, I don't. I think it's just to distinguish it from like the other hand, but
right.
I'm sure, because they're a Swiss, they're a Danish brand, and very much like the Swiss. I'm sure there's a story behind it. I just don't know.
Yeah,
what it is.
We got to look that up. Tristan says, talk about Swiss Mad Watch.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think that's the most brilliant Swiss watch marketing that I've ever seen.
Really?
Like, that's the first Swiss watch video that I've ever seen actually go kind of mainstream.
TJ, you know what it is. It's the HMOs are made out of cheese.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was like, how did you not know about that?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Actually,
of course. Sorry.
The CEO, Ed Milan, who acts in the commercial, he sent me a really nice message on Instagram thanking me for the support and thanking me for making the video.
Nice.
That's nice.
They have a very traditional watch that I really like. It's very classy. I don't know what it is, but they make some very nice pieces. Oh, what is that? I think that's a Glashut Original. This is from Olivier.
Yeah.
And he says he's teasing me. Oh my gosh, look at that. Gorgeous. That is a classy watch. Gorgeous. Sorry, we're just looking at watches now and drooling over them. Yeah. Gorgeous.
Oh, and I got a question here from Gala Lubis from your group, who's asking me, Fedrico, I found a Must de Cartier Vermeil tank, TGV. You know about this watch.
Oh yeah.
And he says bidding is at about $620. Is it a good price? I say absolutely.
I snagged one for almost half that the other day.
You did, but they generally go in the almost $1,000.
Yeah, but if you're really patient with it, you can slip in there and nobody will bid, and then you can just you can get one. Yeah, I would advise him. That's a good price. Go for it. Definitely. just if you got more time to invest, be patient, because you can rarely get a good deal on those.
Yeah, just keep it under 700. I always say you can get a much better deal, but always keep it under 700.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Chris Thorne says it's good to see younger people come into the hobby when so many other people that age are into smartwatches or use their phones to tell time. Well, I gotta say that I think a lot of people my age, because like they could be into watches, right? But instead they go to things like technology, they get into headphones, they get into something else, right? I think the reason why watches are more rare for people my age to get into is because, our parents don't even really wear watches. It's not even something that's even like in our sphere of mind. Right?
Oh yeah.
It's just it's far away. That's why. But I think
even my dad, he owned like a few cool pieces. He owned like some serious watches, but he couldn't he couldn't care less about. He doesn't even know if they're quartz or automatic.
That's interesting. I'll tell you one thing that I realized when I did when I reviewed the Garmin, the smartwatch. The best thing about that was that it reminded me of why I love mechanical, automatic, even quartz watches. It made me realize that, you know what, this passion we got for traditional watches. I'm very open-minded. I'm very much looking forward to what's coming, but it's not going to die anytime soon. We've still got a long. I mean, it's still going to go strong. I know it's a tough time in the industry, but traditional watchmaking, traditional watches, there's still so much life to it. There's still so much to discover. There's always something new to lust after. That reviewing that smartwatch just reminded me of everything that I love about traditional watches.
Yeah. And let me give my take on it a little bit. Maybe you guys agree. But traditional watches, they have nothing to do with timekeeping anymore. Because I can tell the time anywhere. A traditional watch to me is a way for me to express myself.
Right.
Because as a man, there's only a certain number of things I can wear that are appropriate as accessories. A watch, maybe some glasses. TGV's got his rings, that he has, his signet ring. But we don't really have a choice. I mean, yes, there's male jewelry, but that's arguable, right?
Yeah.
So for me, a watch is an expression of myself. So when I go into my meeting today, because I had a meeting today, and I put on the suit that makes me feel the most comfortable, my beautiful 3-piece suit, I'm going to wear the watch that's going to make me feel great for getting what I'm about to do, to get it done and hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
And it's just a way to express myself. I mean, as I said, for me, it's shoes, tie, and watch. And I don't wear a tie often, and I wear a lot of sneakers when I'm not in a suit. So really, it's the watch. That's like my power object, so to speak.
Yeah, I like that. Also, I think we should mention there's a tradition to it. I wouldn't have been into watches had I have not inherited a timepiece. That kind of kicked it off for me. What about you, Akuma?
Well, I'm a history nerd. Right?
Oh yeah.
So I love learning about battles and history and all this kinds of stuff, right? So I like to pick watches that like help kind of embody like a certain thing that I like about history.
No.
If you want to blow your mind on history,
do
a little studying on Piguet.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Because not only are they beautiful, but they're intertwined into more history than any other watchmaker I know of.
So Churchill had one, right?
Churchill?
Napoleon.
Wow.
Marie Antoinette.
Antoinette, yeah.
Are we counting Vladimir Putin?
Yeah.
We're counting Vlad. You're counting Mr. Vlad, of course. That's filthy.
Also, Piguet was the watchmaker to the Russian court.
So the Tsars, they had them too.
Yeah, Piguet's like the ultimate, like Piguet trumps Patek in Russia any day of the week.
Wow.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That's very
And also,
cool.
Piguet made the most complicated watch of all time. I think it's been surpassed, the Marie Antoinette watch. which was lost for many generations, and then it was like refound in the 30s, stolen again, and it just came back up. Like it just popped back up like maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Wow.
After being lost to history for like 100 and some odd years.
Someone stole like a priceless, timeless object. Like, do they just keep it, or like, what do they do with it?
Good luck trying to sell it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true.
It was stolen by like it's like one of these art thieves. It's stolen by like some very rich guy. Probably paid someone to steal it so he could have it in his personal collection.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Fabergé eggs. All the drama around those, you know. It's
yeah. By the way, another fascinating thing, TGV, Fabergé makes some great watches.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
They're not in-house. They use very high-end movements. They don't use ETA. They use like really high-end movements, and they're not in-house. But the workmanship on the dials and the cases is insanity. It's like the most opulent thing.
Whoa!
Actually, that sounds more your style. Crazy. I think that sounds more your style.
Oh, dude, I totally wear like a Fabergé watch and a Fabergé egg around my neck.
Yeah, like a pendant. Yeah.
Flexing.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that. That's. I'm gonna as soon as we're done this. I'm. Well, you're not gonna find it on eBay, but I'll be googling it.
Go to the website. I doubt they even make 100 watches a year.
Yeah, but that would be quite something to say. Oh, what watch are you wearing? I'm wearing a Fabergé watch. You know. Wow.
Yeah, man. Some insanity.
Yeah.
Well, just like one of the most collectible high-end watches right now is that British chap. I'm gonna get his name wrong. Daniel Smith.
Roger Smith.
Is it Roger or Daniel?
Oh, I think it's actually Daniel Smith.
I should really know this, Watch Geeks, but
yeah, we should.
He's making
the old guy with the glasses. He wrote a really important book about.
He invented coaxial, for Christ's sake.
Ah, yes, of course, yes.
He makes some of the most sought after. Well, he doesn't make because I think he's dead, but like under his name, they make some of the most iconic and lusted after watches in the community. That'd be perfect.
I'm looking him up now. Daniel Smith.
Is it Roger or Daniel Smith?
I'm getting muddled up with there's a brand called Roger Smith, I think. That is a British.
That's an American brand.
Is it?
Oh. No, it's Roger W. Smith. Yeah, that's him.
Right.
Is it Roger W. Smith? Yeah, it's Roger Smith.
Right. Fair enough.
I should really do my research before going live on the internet.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're always learning. And nobody knows everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to do a deep dive into Piguet. Whoa.
Oh, man, dude, Akuma, you trust me, man. It's going to open your...
When you said Napoleon, got me.
Yeah.
Got me right there.
It's going to open your eyes.
Yeah.
And on that note, Cartier, another brand full of history.
Yeah, definitely. Roger W. Smith, here we go. Oh, they got a website. Fantastic. I've just got this new iPad and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm a bit slow. I'm not used to using I feel like an old man. I'm not used to using the thing here. Ooh. Roger W. Smith. Oh wow, look at that.
They're insane, man. They're absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to ooh.
Guys, if you're listening and you don't know what Roger W. Smith is, look it up right now. This is to all the viewers. Stop whatever you're doing and Google Roger Smith. Yeah, man, it's some insanity right there.
This is just one guy making these watches, right?
Well, this was one guy. Now I think it's like 2 or 3 guys.
So very, very, very small.
Oh, they make like 40 watches a year.
Wow. Oh, look at that movement. That's crazy.
I'm reading about the watchmaking. there's two Smiths. There's Daniel Smith, who's the guy who invented the coaxial, I believe, and then there's Roger Smith, who was trained by Daniel. I think.
So I blame my confusion entirely on their names.
Yeah, there's more than one Smith. That's why we're confused. And he got a knighthood in recognition to services to horology. Wow, you can get a knighthood for that. Fantastic.
I think we're a few years away, but we should get a knighthood in service.
Definitely. God, get another knighthood. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe not in Britain. Someplace that's easier, like Ukraine.
Do they have a royal family?
No, I don't think so. I'm just making things up right now.
There's a lot. There's a lot here. I'm gonna have to return to this and make a video because it's quite fascinating.
So I'm gonna ask your friend here. What's like your Grail watch? Like what's like what are you lusting after?
Right now, it's got to be this Grand Seiko quartz. It's like the base model quartz Grand Seiko, but it gets like plus or three second level a year, right? And that's just so accurate to me. Like,
I really thermo compensated probably.
Yeah, it's small. It's really reserved. But I like black dial things that are super duper just clean and just like it's just a pure watch, and this just embodies that. It's the most utilitarian watch I've ever found besides an eco drive.
I can honestly say I respect that answer 1,000%.
Cool.
But it's so different to what I would say.
What would you say?
So what's your Grail?
I have no idea what it is, but I know
you have a different one every time I ask you.
Yeah, I have a different Grail all the time. I know it's not quartz. I know it's not Grand Seiko. Much love to it. I respect the answer, but yeah, it's not me.
Nice. I tell you what, I didn't give my answer to the designing your own Rolex.
Oh, what is yours?
Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
I would really like to have a stainless steel day date, right? 36 millimeter, because it's only precious metals, right? So stainless steel Jubilee, and I would
Jubilee or President?
Jubilee.
Okay.
With Romans in a salmon pink dial. Okay. That would be my perfect Rolex. I was contemplating adding a moon phase, but I think no, like just it's good enough how it is.
Yeah, but you can get pretty close to that now.
With what? With how? With what? With a date just?
You can get a 36 millimeter date just on a Jubilee with a salmon Roman dial.
I nearly bought one like last month, and then the only thing keeping me was I just can't.
Was it like $5,000?
Yeah, and also I just can't. I don't see. This is very typical of me. I can't have more than 2 Rolexes. Is already pushing it. It's too much. I don't need a third.
No, like 2's like not enough. No, I'm having like an existential crisis when it comes to my collection.
What's going on?
I want to collect, like I'm dying, and I've made a few videos about stuff like this. I want to collect a category of watch and get really in depth. So like either one brand, like have like a crazy Cartier collection, or like
I remember you saying this. Yeah.
Or so like a complication. So like what I got obsessed with last night is I really want to build a complication around the world time watches.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be slick.
That's a lot of money.
Slick. And you like traveling too? That's a nice touch and spin to it.
Well, exactly. The problem is
Fedrico, that's a lot of money.
That's a crap ton of money.
Yeah. that's probably one of the most expensive complications to have, isn't it?
I mean, it's getting cheaper now because people found the way to build a module for an end of movement.
Oh,
So,
really?
Frederic Constance world time for like 3 million.
Interesting.
But that's not the one I want.
Nah.
Because when you said that, I was thinking like, oh, Seiko, and then like some other stuff. Then I just realized you're probably thinking like GMT Rolexes and like.
Oh no, GMT Rolex is like on the low end of that collection.
No, he's thinking like high-end Patek.
Oh my!
Actually,
Lord.
the Vacheron Constantin, the overseas world time. That's very nice.
The Vacheron or like the Breguet Oramundi, which is like $90,000.
Wow, Federico, you got very expensive. And here I am feeling I can't buy a third Rolex because I think it's too much. It's too.
But I'm not actually buying them. Not yet. Not yet. But mark my words. I'm going to say this live for all YouTube to hear, so you can hold me to it. In the next 10 years, I will have a ridiculous world time collection.
I've got an eBay.
Let's go, Fed.
I've got an eBay notification.
So how are you gonna get 90 grand?
Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think we basically
My brother
covered.
just texted me from the other room.
Yeah.
And he's like, instead of having an existential crisis about world times, how about you come and clean this kitchen?
Nice. I hope he's watching. I hope you're well, my friend. Yeah. I think we should wrap it up. How long have we been going?
Wow, like almost 2 hours now.
Yeah, almost 2 hours. I think we should wrap it up, gents. I think we should wrap it up.
All right. Well, fellas, thank you so much for having me on.
Well, it's a pleasure, as always, Federico.
We should do this again.
Yes, definitely. Eman, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Everybody, subscribe to Akuma Arsenal.
Yeah. There'll be links. I'm going to put links to when this goes up. If you missed this live, there'll be links. So, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, found it useful, and all the rest of it. Blah blah blah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to stop the broadcast. Okay, thanks, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Take care, gents.